All right, everyone. I think you should be able to hear me now. And welcome to an early live stream, slightly earlier than usual, due to some things I have to take care of later tonight. Sorry to disrupt the lovely music that was playing right before this, but we have to make sure we prepare everything for my students' arrival. So here I am. Welcome, welcome. And just as I was about to adjust the lesson, the student has arrived. Welcome, Badush. Can you hear me?
Thank you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear and see you. Let's just make sure that everyone on the stream can see you as well. Can you guys see
Mhm.
Badush? Please confirm that for us. How are you feeling today, Badush?
I am feeling okay. And what about you?
Can't complain. Of course, there were better days, but there have been worse ones as well. So,
hmm
just fine, I must say. Hello, Magdalena. Can you see Badush? Please confirm that for us. Badush, show us something so we can know that she is definitely here. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Are you a fan of wearing things around your wrist?
Not most of the time, but it's a gift from my girlfriend, so
Oh, that's
I
lovely.
can. Yeah.
W's in the chat for this love. If you remember last time Baruch was here, I told him to send a message and he said that he loved his girlfriend. So
Yeah.
he's a lovely guy, guys. He definitely deserves big W's. Yes, they can see you.
Mhm.
So we are ready to start. However, just before that, I'll go ahead and share the link with my viewers and followers on Instagram. After that, we may
Mhm.
begin. Or actually, while I'm doing that, you can tell me what you see in this picture, Baruch. It's not a complicated one. What do you see in it?
Actually, right now I cannot
Oh,
see anything.
all
I can.
right.
I can see your presentation.
You can see the slides. I
hmm
think that we should fix that now. Do
Now
you
I can
see it?
see.
Perfect. And people
There.
can see you as well, and they are giving you many W's. Yes, he
Yeah.
deserves them. All right, what can you see, Badush?
There's a man who reads newspaper.
Who reads, or if he is doing it now, as he was in that
Who is
birthday
reading?
video.
Who is
That's
reading
right.
newspaper?
Because pictures are frozen moments. So we
Yeah.
will describe actions using the progressive form.
Yeah.
Continue.
And he's wearing a jacket and glasses. He can I say his ginger is the root word? I don't
No, no,
know.
no, absolutely not. Being ginger means you have ginger hair,
Why?
orange hair.
Because in South Park they are using as a insult.
Of course, if you
Yeah.
guys know anything about South Park, you'll know that Cartman, who is one of the
hmm
characters, doesn't like gingers,
Yeah.
but that's entirely on him.
Yeah. And the man also is wearing scarf
Mm-hmm.
and he's sitting on a bank
On
or
a
bench.
bench.
Okay.
Yes, if he were sitting on a bank, that would mean he is very rich.
Okay.
He might be. He could be. You never
hmm
know. That's right. And anything else you can mention?
Uh, Not so much.
Not so much. It's a quite simple
Oh,
picture.
yeah.
What is in the background? A bit
Uh,
blurry.
it's a little bit blurry, but there's a car and a building.
That's right. A car and a building. So where do you think this picture was taken? Which location?
Uh, any kind of street.
That's right. But
Mhm.
it doesn't appear to be a village. It might be a more urban
Yeah, urban.
environment.
Yeah.
Based on his outfit and the structure in the
Mhm.
background, it looks more urban. When was the last time you were in his position? Sitting on a bench
I mean,
reading
I have never
newspaper.
read newspaper sitting on the bench outside.
Really?
Yeah. Did you? Or have you
Have
before?
I? I mean, I think maybe while I was waiting for the bus to arrive, maybe at the bus
Mhm.
station, just to kill the time.
And actually, right now, I think it is hard to find a real newspaper because everything is online right now.
It is, unfortunately. Well,
Mhm.
I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately. What do you think about it? Is it a good thing?
I will say it's a bit bad thing for books
Mm-hmm.
because reading book in a real object, not phone, it's better than reading on maybe tablet or phone.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of newspaper, I don't know.
So when it comes to
Mhm.
newspapers, you would say that it doesn't really matter whether it's
Yeah.
the physical form or just some
Yeah.
newspapers, the
By
websites
the
that
way,
we
there is a little
follow.
bit noise outside. It affects the stream, or
That
can you see? Can
does
you hear
it
it?
does it affect
Okay.
the stream? No, it doesn't. It
Okay.
doesn't. As far as I'm concerned, maybe the viewers can
Mhm.
tell us. Do you hear
Mhm.
anything from Barush's side? As far as I'm concerned, it's all good. What could
Mhm.
be the noise? Is it the traffic or some construction works?
Uh, I think it's a bin container or something like that.
Ah, the garbage collectors,
Yeah,
right?
garbage collector. Mhm.
Okay, so they're collecting the garbage, the
Garbage.
trash, and
Mhm.
making sure that it doesn't stay on the street. Okay, perfect. As far as I'm concerned, that's everything about
Mhm.
this slide. What do we call that big text on the front page?
Title?
Yes, the title, but specifically within newspaper articles, the main one will be called what? A
Heading?
headline.
Headline.
Headline. That's right. When we say, "Oh, the new James Bond movie made the headlines," it
Mhm.
means it was probably on the front page and it was the main story written in big letters. So
Mhm.
headline. Excellent. What are the headlines in Turkey saying today? What are the biggest news? If you are up to date.
Today,
Yes.
and I have no idea because I didn't check news at all. So,
Fair enough. And recently?
could be politics
Mm-hmm.
about opposition parties put
Mm-hmm.
situation, and maybe influencers' lives.
Okay, so
I'm saying
what's
influencers because I am using Twitter
uh-huh.
and I don't read a real newspaper. So in Twitter you are mostly see influencers or streamers. So
So you that's the kind of news you will see there.
yeah,
Absolutely. It's an interesting mix. So politics and influencers.
yeah.
Maybe because sometimes influencers feel like watching politicians, or the
Mhm.
other way around. Politicians
Yeah,
sometimes act like influencers.
yeah.
Does your president have a Twitter account or a TikTok account?
I don't have TikTok because I don't have TikTok account, but he has a Twitter account and Instagram account as well.
All right, so he's active on social media. What about your countries, guys? In Serbia, I can speak for Serbia. We do have a president who has a TikTok account, a very active one. What about Mexico and other countries? Is it a thing or not? Let's move on to the next slide. We have one part of our today's topic, which is the difference between say and tell. Let's first do the exercise, and as we go through, I will explain the rules if necessary. Number one.
The coach told us that Fenerbahçe had prepared well for the derby.
So, told us.
Told told us.
Perfect. Why not said?
Because there is objective after
The
verb.
object. Objective is some
Object.
goal.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
object.
Yeah. Object.
Exactly. And that's why they have
Mhm.
prepared well. He told
Mhm.
us that. which is something you hope doesn't happen as you are from the other side.
I mean, nowadays it doesn't matter.
They are never ready enough.
Yeah.
Understood. Number two.
The commentator said that atmosphere in the stadium was unbelievable.
That's right. Why said? Why not told?
There is no object.
There's no object, just a statement, a
Mhm,
clause coming after it.
mhm.
Perfect. Next one.
Arda told me that he wanted to watch the Galatasaray match live
Bingo. Why told?
because there is me.
That's right. You are the object. You received
Mhm.
that information. What is the difference between live and live?
Uh, Live is actually I know the difference, but it is hard to explain.
Try to do it.
I can say I live in Istanbul.
That's right. So it refers to the state of being alive.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. And live.
and live is ob can I say noun?
Uh-huh. Noun. Okay.
It's a noun.
Well, no, no. In this one is an adjective. Match live.
Match live.
But
It's
what does it mean?
it's happening right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's happening right now. It is
Mhm.
not pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Perfect. Have you ever watched a Galatasaray match live?
Most of the time, every week.
Uh-huh. And when we speak about watching live, it could
Mhm.
mean watching on TV as it happens, or it could
Mhm.
mean going to the stadium and watching it there. Especially
Yeah.
when we talk about events like concerts, saying you're going to watch it live means you're going to be there in person at the location where it takes place.
Yeah.
So have
It
you
is
ever
also
watched from
true.
the
Yeah.
stadium?
Not last year, but the previous year. I mean, I had Combine, which means I can enter the stadium all during all the season.
Aha, seasonal tickets.
Yeah, seasonal ticket.
Perfect. So you
We
are a
say
true.
Combine in Turkey.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's like a combination.
Yeah.
But you are a true fan. Only the real fans get seasonal tickets,
Yeah.
really. That is something that
Mhm.
truly confirms your loyalty. Number 4.
The newspaper said that ticket prices for the EuroLeague final were too high.
That's
Again, there
right.
is no object. Because of that, we have to use said instead
Bingo.
of the.
Perfect explanation. Did you watch the EuroLeague final?
I don't interest in basketball, so
I am not interested.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not interested in EuroLeague.
Understood. It is for Fenerbahce fans.
Yeah.
Understood. In Mexico as well. So you have a president who has a TikTok account. Amazing. That's the world we live in. Hello, Sarah. Welcome. Thank you for joining this early live stream. How are you feeling today? And in Turkey, how many people are actually interested in basketball? What percentage of the population?
I would say 30% of people.
Okay, so a respectable
30,
number.
35. Yeah.
Every third person
Yeah.
watches basketball. What about Turkish women? What sports do they like?
Uh, they don't like team sports. They maybe like tennis or swimming.
Understood. So some individual sports.
Yeah, individual.
What about women's volleyball? Turkey has a good national team in the women's category.
Yeah, we have, but I don't know. I don't watch volleyball so much, and I don't know who watches.
Who watches it?
Yeah,
It's a niche.
no offense. I really don't know.
Okay. I sometimes watch women's volleyball. I watched the Turkish League final this year. So, what can I say, guys? I have some niche interests. Number 5.
The referee told the captain that the decision would not change.
Why?
And the captain is object.
Captain.
captain.
That's right. Captain is the recipient of
Hmm.
the information. Who is the captain?
In which team?
Well,
In general,
in general,
captain
yes.
is the leader of the team
That's right. In sports,
in
obviously, it could
sports.
be the leader of
Hmm.
the ship, the one responsible for it, but in this case, it is the
Hmm.
leader. So, who is the captain of Galatasaray right now?
Before that, there was Muslera,
Uh huh.
but
So, like
then
in the past, you can say in the past.
in the past, Muslera right now is Abdülkerim.
It's Abdul.
It's Abdülkerim.
Okay. And is he Turkish?
Yeah, he's Turkish.
Understood. Do you prefer having a Turk as a captain, or are you okay with foreigners having
I
the
am okay with
captaincy?
it because it is not about nationality, it is about personality.
Sure, but as a partisan fan myself,
Hmm.
I believe that the personality overall is important.
Hmm.
However, it's important to feel the true passion for the club. If the
Hmm.
player doesn't have that passion for the team, then it might not be the best choice. Uh, for example, you have legendary captains like Totti in Roma
Hmm.
or John Terry in Chelsea. They were all people who lived for those clubs.
Hmm.
But when you have a foreign guy who might be a good leader but just doesn't breathe and live the club,
Hmm.
it might not have the same impact.
But I think it is also about personality
Of course, if you love the
because most of
team,
the captains really devote themselves to their team and play with their emotions.
absolutely. So if they have the right personality, they
Hmm.
will be suitable for captaincy.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's your opinion. However, nevertheless, I will still prefer a Serb as a captain over a foreigner,
Yeah.
if possible. But if there are no suitable
Hmm.
choices, then I am fine with it.
Hmm.
Number six.
My friends told me that Turkish fans are some of the most passionate in Europe.
Bingo. You are the object, the recipient of
Hmm.
this statement. And is it true that Turkish fans are passionate?
Yeah, we really are. We really are passionate.
Give me an example.
I mean, there was picture of the Galatasaray's warm up,
Uh huh.
and it was open to uh, audience,
So in front
and
of the away fans.
yeah, and the stadium was full.
Really? So
Yeah,
during the warm up.
yeah.
Crazy. Unbelievable. So you
Hmm.
really love football. However, does it sometimes boil over and become violent?
Unfortunately, especially in the derby days,
Yes, derby days are problematic.
brutal.
I think I read somewhere that in the past, away fans were not allowed in the stadiums. Is
Yeah,
that
it
still
was in the
true?
past. Right now, it is allowed.
Now you are allowed to
Yeah.
visit
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
the opposing team's stadium. Okay, I
Hmm.
think it's good to have away fans in stadiums. It just boosts the energy seeing
Hmm.
them across from you and vice versa. I
Yeah.
think that away days are the best for a fan. Have you ever watched Galatasaray away in stadium?
Yeah. As a Trojan, and the team was Kasımpaşa.
Really?
Yeah, I was in the Kasımpaşa side as a
Oh my god.
audience, but
Uh-huh.
I was supporting Galatasaray, of course.
Okay. And where is that team from? Are they from Istanbul?
Istanbul, yes.
Okay,
It's a
so
district in Istanbul,
understood.
Kasımpaşa.
But you had to go watch it with their fans, not with the
Yeah,
Galatasaray fans.
yeah.
Interesting. That was a great experience,
And
I
because it
believe.
was easy to find tickets in the stadium.
Naturally. So,
Hmm.
is there any way we could transform these sentences to allow us to use said when told is the right choice? So, could we somehow make it work and use said instead of told here?
Okay, the coach said Fenerbahçe had prepared well for the derby.
Bingo. That's one option. And if
Mhm.
we were to preserve the original structure, not remove anything, and keep the object.
Can you repeat again, please?
So in your
Mhm.
sentence, you removed the object,
Yeah.
which was
Mhm.
perfect. But if we wanted to keep the original structure, if we wanted to keep the sentence as it is, could we maybe add
Wait.
something and make it correct?
The coach said to us.
That's right. So said to us. Those are the rules. I can repeat them. So tell plus object.
Mhm.
So we tell someone something, or just we tell someone. It's this, not too complicated. Then say plus statement, and we say something, and then say plus 2 plus object is we say something to someone. Those are the rules. So you should never say, oh, he said me, or don't
Mhm.
say him. It is incorrect. Likewise, he told Fenerbahce had prepared wouldn't work. We need to tell
Yeah.
someone. Excellent job, Barış. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't have any questions.
Do you guys have any questions for us? Yatsa is saying, nice to have him back.
Thanks.
I think it's my pleasure to have a great student like this. Uh, Guys in the chat, if you have any questions, please let us know. I will be moving on to the next slide. I hate the delay that exists between the
Mhm.
stream and the viewers, because maybe if there was no delay, it would be even
Mhm.
more dynamic.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried streaming?
Never.
Never.
Yeah.
Because you told me about Bandicam and recording
I
your
wa-
screen.
in COVID time, I was
Uh-huh.
trying to record my lessons. That was
Ah.
online education.
Okay, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And you were trying to just have recordings of your classes
Lessons.
so
Yeah,
you could
classes. Yeah.
rewatch them later.
Yeah. Mhm.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's a smart approach, I would say. Okay, no questions, so I believe we can move on to the next slide. We have some sentences on the left
Mhm.
in the direct speech, so something that people
Mhm.
directly said to others. Your job is to transform them into indirect speech, pardon, into reported speech.
Okay. Liam is correct pronunciation.
Liam, like Liam Neeson, the famous
Okay.
actor.
Liam said he finally beat the final boss.
That's right. He finally beat the final boss. And there is something important to mention here. First of all, don't get confused by him and he. He is the subject pronoun,
Mhm.
not the object. So he said uh, him would be incorrect. We would need to say he told
Mhm.
him because him is the object. But here, this is just the statement, the clause. He said he
Mhm.
finally beat the final boss. And he, in this case, is obviously the original I. So we need to make sure we change the pronoun based on the context. And sometimes we will need to backshift the tense. That means we will need to change the tense from its original form to one tense prior. So present simple becomes past simple becomes past perfect. What is the tense here?
Verb two.
Verb 2,
Past.
past simple, that's
Yeah.
right. So if we were to backshift it, what would be the new version?
As far as I remember, same as beaten.
So it's not the same. It's beaten,
Yeah,
right?
it's same.
No, it's beaten. You said it. Beaten.
But isn't it verb 3?
It is verb 3, and we need to use past simple becomes past perfect. He had finally
Okay, he has
beaten.
final.
He
Okay.
had finally beaten the final boss. But the thing is, it is not necessary here because the context stays the same. He finally
Yeah.
beat the final boss. The bigger issue would be changing this to a sentence with another action. So I finally beat the final boss, and then I ate a pizza. Then you might want to change this to the past perfect to make it easier to understand the sequence of tenses. Oh,
Yeah.
he had beaten the final boss, after which he ate a pizza. So then this happened earlier than the second action. What is beat? Can you explain that for the viewers, Barush?
Beat is win against the boss
That's
in a
right. So
competition. Maybe
win
fighting, maybe.
against someone in a competition. In this case, of course, beat someone up. So beat up, that's different. What does that mean?
It's sparring, kind of sparring, right?
Well, not just sparring. Beat up means to physically cause damage. So
Yeah.
cause physical damage to someone. So I finally beat up my boss means you had a fist fight with your boss.
Yeah.
But if you just beat them, yes, it means you won against them in a tournament of sorts. Excellent job. Let's move on to the second one.
Okay, I am watching the news every morning now. Emma told me that she is watching the news
Emma told
every
me
morning.
she is watching the news every morning.
Yeah.
Does this sound good? What do you think? Should we maybe change something?
She was watching.
That's already better. She was watching. And you've changed the time reference. So the original sentence says every morning now. And you said, well, every morning, right? Without anything at the end, right?
But I have no idea what should I enter at the end of the
what I should because it's an embedded question. What I should add. Well, when we talk about time prepositions, we are going to use something that is not related to any present moment. So when you say now, it means at this moment when something is happening currently. So if now is here in this moment, what would be the equivalent in the past?
The equivalent of what? Now?
Yes. So now is for the present. What would be used for the past?
Actually, I don't know.
There are some songs, maybe, back. There is an expression like back.
Back in the day, or
Back in the day, or something similar to that. Back then. Have you heard of that one?
back then?
Back then.
Yeah, I heard. Of course, I heard.
Yes. Back then, we were together. Something like that.
Yeah.
So she was watching the news every morning then. That's the thing. So it is no longer true, but back in the day, back in that time, she was watching it every morning. Okay, number 3.
The story turned out to be completely fake, and David said the story turned out to be completely fake.
So you just copy the same one, right? The
Yeah, I can.
story, the story turned out completely fake. Again, we could backshift the verb if
Mm-hmm.
necessary, but the point remains the same. There is no need to complicate it with past
Mm-hmm.
perfect when the fact remains the story which happened, which was discussed prior, turned out to be fake. So the result is
Mm-hmm.
still the same. It turned
Yeah.
out to be fake 10 days ago, and it's
Yeah.
still true
Yeah.
that it is fake. So
Mm-hmm.
no changes. Number four.
We won our last match in extra time.
Mm-hmm.
Again, same with the previous example. Kerem told me that they won their last match in
Mm-hmm.
extra time.
That's right. They won there. So good job. You are changing the pronouns. Their last match in extra time. What's extra time for those who don't know?
Extra time is, I will give you as an example, a football match. It's
Mm-hmm.
normally ends in 90 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
but extra time is the duration of not playing
Mm-hmm.
because of something. Could be injury
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
something like that.
So that's right. Added
Addition
time.
time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Added time in a sports match. So added time, especially in a sports match. We have some questions. Let's answer them
Hmm.
together. It's reported speech, isn't it? That's right. It is reported speech or indirect speech, as some would prefer to call it. Good job. What's the difference between best and defeat? I think you meant to say beat and defeat,
Hmm.
right? They are essentially similar. It's just that when you talk about beat, it is less formal. So we will not say that the Allied forces beat Germany in the Second World War. We could, it's absolutely correct, but it would be maybe unusual to hear that being said in some formal setting. So you will hear historians say the Allied forces defeated Germany.
So we
In
won't expect to word beat in a history book,
Not
right?
really. Not really. You could see it, but defeated would be the preferred
Hmm.
option, especially because beat, like we said, has multiple meanings. If we add up to it, the meaning completely changes, whereas defeat clearly means loss. So that is the key difference. Defeat, defeat by default means loss. And again, a defeat is a noun. Maybe we could talk about that aspect of it. Noun. And beat is a verb. But we could also have to defeat, and then it means the same as to beat someone.
Yeah.
To beat someone. Triumph. Triumph over them. Could you create an example sentence with defeat?
Okay. United Kingdom and uh, not his,
And
its allies
that's right.
had defeated Germany at World War II.
That's right. But that's the sentence I used. Give me another one. Without
Okay.
Germany and World War II.
Okay. Recently, most of the time, Galatasaray defeat Fenerbahçe
That's right.
in derbies.
Good. I,
Yeah.
I wish Yusuf was here. He would definitely
Yeah.
have something to say about this sentence.
Yeah.
Correct. So they defeat Fenerbahce or they beat them.
Mhm.
So they were defeated by and beaten by. Again, maybe in that sentence I would prefer to use beat because it's more
Mhm.
casual. It is something about football, and defeat to me is has a longer lasting consequence. So
Mhm.
when Germany lost the war, when they were defeated, it was really bad for them. It took a while to recover.
Mhm.
Whereas beating someone, you could play a game today and play
Mhm.
another a week later, and somebody else could end up beaten. Number
Mhm.
4 could be had one instead of one. We won our last match in extra time. Absolutely. So as I told Barush previously,
Mhm.
we were taught in schools in Serbia and maybe in Mexico as well that we must backshift the verb, that it's a rule that you have to follow every time somebody says, I like pizza, you have to backshift it and say, he said he liked pizza.
Evet.
But there is no such rule in reality. It all depends on the logic and context. You can play it safe and always backshift the verb. It won't be incorrect. That is something that we were taught to do in schools. But for the sake of clarity, it's always advisable to use logic, because he said he liked pizza does make me wonder if the man still likes pizza or maybe he stopped
Mhm.
liking it, right? But if we just say he said he likes pizza, then there is no doubt he still enjoys eating it. Likewise, in number 4, Kareem told me they won their last match in extra time. It is clear their last match was won in extra time.
Mhm.
There was no additional action that would require us to use the past perfect. But grammatically speaking, like we said about what was number 1, right? Had beaten, we could also say had won their last match. It would be completely fine. Absolutely. Number 5.
I had a great time playing this new game. Sofia said she had a great time playing this new game.
Well, Sophia said she had
A
uh,
great time.
a great time playing what?
This new, the new game.
That new game.
That,
That
not.
new
Mhm.
game. That's right. This has to become that
Yeah. Mhm.
because we don't know which game it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
that new game. And there might be a problem with the tense. What is the original tense?
Present perfect.
And what is the
Actually,
tense here?
uh, actually, I don't know tense names in general.
Well, you
Mhm.
guessed it right. It's present perfect. And this one is past simple.
Passing. Mhm.
So we are missing the auxiliary verb have here.
Oh,
She
she
has had.
has.
That's right. She has had a great time
Mhm.
playing this new game, or that new game, or more shortly, she's had
Mhm.
a great time. Or, again, following that backshifting rules, she had a great
Mhm.
time playing that new game. Because present perfect would become, again, past perfect. So, personally, it sounds better to say she's
Mhm.
had a great time playing that new game, but both
Mhm.
are available as options. Number 6.
I am going to stop following the news channel. Yusuf told me that he was going to stop following that news channel.
That's right. Maybe some channel that promotes Galatasaray.
Yeah.
So he was going to stop following that news channel. And this one is good for discussion. Could we say Yusuf told me he is going to stop following?
I think we can because we don't know exactly when he will just stop the following channel. There's
So,
no certain time.
so
Maybe
yes,
one month later, maybe tomorrow.
that's right. So we could say he is going to stop following that news channel, but with going to, it is much trickier because we don't know exactly when
Mhm.
it is going to happen. However, unlike the first one, which specified, or no, it wasn't the first one. Did we have one which with a specific time? I guess we didn't. Okay, let's just correct the first sentence and say I'm going to stop following that news channel next week. How would you change the sentence now?
Actually, I think it is important when I am saying this sentence to
Absolutely.
someone.
That's
So
right.
let's say I am saying that sentence 2 weeks later,
That's
since
right.
Yusuf said the sentence, I would say Yusuf told me that he was sorry,
No, he was. Mm-hmm.
he was
It
going to
stays
stop the following. Can I say the exact
the same
same
one,
sentence?
but when we have to add the specific time,
2 weeks earlier.
the following week. The following week. So next week
Yeah.
becomes the
Yeah,
following
okay.
week. Next week is always the week after this one. But the following week is more neutral.
Yeah.
Or even a week later. A week later. You could even say like that. He was going to stop following that news channel a week later. And because it has been 2 weeks since he said that, could we then say he is going to stop following that news channel?
I think we can.
We can.
We can say that.
But would it work? He is going, so it's something still true. And it's been 2 weeks since he said it.
Okay.
So you see the problem. We are talking about something that had already resolved a week later from when it was said, and we are referring to it after 2 weeks. So we already know the result. So either he did it or he did not, but it is no longer true. So we must use the past form here, the past progressive.
Yeah.
He was going to stop. That it all comes down to the logic when deciding whether to use the original tense or backshift it. If it is no longer relevant, no longer true, you must backshift the verb. If it is still ongoing and generally true, then you can keep the original tense or backshift it. Both are okay, but for clarity, it is better to preserve the original verb. Okay, was this difficult?
No, I don't think so.
What about the guys in the chat? How difficult was it? If you have any additional questions, please ask. I think that we could talk about this more because there are always some things that are tricky when talking about tenses and time in English. While we wait for questions, there is one not related to reported speech. What does he think about match fixing in Turkey?
I think this exists.
This exists.
Yeah, this exists. But I don't want to talk about the details.
Are you afraid?
I'm not afraid. I don't want to just be offensive for another team. Another
Oh,
teams. Yeah.
so you think that your team is not the problem?
Yeah.
Because last time we had Yusuf over, he spoke very badly of your team in that
Yeah,
regard.
but I am not Yusuf. I don't want to say the same thing for another teams.
Okay, so you have certain rules that you
Yeah.
follow. We have to respect that. Compared to other leagues in the world, would you say there is more match fixing when compared to maybe the bigger leagues?
I think naturally yes, because in Premier League, I mean, it is the most viewed football league in world, so it would be harder than match fixing comparing to Turkey. So I would say yes, because our league is not really popular.
That's right. So the less popular the league is, the easier it is to
Becomes
actually
easier.
do match fixing and just sort of make sure the outcome you want
Mhm.
happens in the end. Okay, let me give you one sentence in the active,
Mhm.
and then you have to make it a little bit reported. So this is going to be direct speech. Let's say, she went to the store yesterday. Or no, wait. I I bought a loaf of bread yesterday. Let's analyze that one.
Okay.
You understand all the words?
A loaf. I don't know what a loaf means.
Well, the thing is, bread, as
Mhm.
crazy as it sounds, is actually uncountable. So you don't
So,
really buy a bread. Crazy, right?
okay.
You can have a slice of bread, you can buy a
Mhm.
loaf of bread, but you don't really buy a bread. You just buy bread.
In Turkey, we can buy a bread. So,
Obviously,
in our
same in,
in
in
our language.
yeah, same in
Mhm.
Serbian. I believe it's the same in Italian and Spanish as
Mhm.
well. But in English, bread is uncountable.
Mhm.
Bread uncountable. So I bought a loaf of bread.
Mhm.
The loaf is that shape of bread, so that long bread that you will buy,
Okay.
the whole bread without being sliced. So this person bought a loaf of bread yesterday. Let's call them Jackie. How would you report that to me?
Jackie told me that he bought a loaf of bread previous day.
Told me he had bought or bought, just bought.
But
He bought a loaf of bread previously. You said it like that?
previous day.
Yes. The day before.
Mhm.
The day before. So the day before will always be the day before the one referred.
Mhm.
Excellent. Yesterday is always the day before today, just like tomorrow is always the
Mhm.
day after today. But the day before is just the day before whatever time we are referencing. So Jackie
Mhm.
told me he bought a loaf of bread the day before. Perfectly correct. Or he had bought a loaf of bread the day
Mhm.
before. Like, once again, both are possible because the meaning, the point doesn't change. It's a finished action,
Mhm.
and when we add had bought, we are just emphasizing that the action happened before you actually were told this. So
Yeah.
Jackie told me he had bought. That is the sequence of tenses, but with bought only, the overall meaning wouldn't change. It would remain
Mhm.
clear that he performed the action of buying the loaf of bread. Yes, like a baguette. And we got even the emoji of a baguette in the chat.
Mhm.
Have you ever had an authentic French baguette, Barish?
Yeah. There's a franchise supermarket called Migros,
Uh
and you
huh.
can buy a baguette bread in Migros.
Perfect. What kind of bread is the most popular in Turkey? White bread,
Yes.
brown bread?
White breads are the most popular.
Uh huh. It's because it's the cheapest.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. What about Mexico and Italy? What kind of bread do you guys eat? All of you other watchers, viewers from other countries, please tell us what kind of bread is popular over there. Let's move on to the next slide, Barush. How often do you talk about the news with friends or family?
Uh, Actually, it depends on the news topic. I personally don't like to talk about politics in general, and the most intense period of time for me is transfer season. So I in transfer season most of the time, maybe every day,
Uh-huh.
we talk about news.
Uh-huh. The transfer rumors. Do you know that
Yeah.
expression?
Yeah.
Transfer rumors. So those are the stories about potential transfers. Rumors are some unverified
Mhm.
stories, similar to gossip. However, gossip is usually private, behind the backs of other people. Rumors are more public. There are some unverified stories in the news. Are there any rumors right now about future transfers in Galatasaray?
Nothing else to say about in Fenerbahçe. There are lots of uh, rumors. They are going to buy Luis Suarez from Sporting Lisbon.
But that's not the old one, the young Luis Suarez, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm. This is the most recent transfer rumor.
Okay. Well, I guess it would be better for you if that didn't happen.
Actually, it doesn't matter. We have
Uh,
Osimhen.
you will just win the fifth
And we
title
have
in the row.
Osimhen. I mean,
Yeah.
you
You
cannot
have the
compare
solution.
with me.
Understood. Have you ever believed a story that later turned out to be fake?
Actually, I think it was kind of stereotype for Turkish community because I remember most of the young people believe that because of schools, and it is about Lausanne Treaty. Do you know what Lausanne Treaty is?
Yes, the peace treaty following the end of World War
Independence.
One, or no,
No,
following the Turkish War of
independence.
Independence.
Yeah. And it was about the lifespan of Lausanne Treaty is 100 years
Uh huh.
after the
The
life,
duration, you can say the duration.
yeah, duration. After the duration completed, we don't have any restriction about Bosphorus,
Uh huh.
and we can conduct Bosphorus and gather mine resources,
Uh
which
huh.
we are not allowed right now.
Allowed to? Really? You're
Allowed.
not
Yeah.
allowed to mine under the
Yeah,
Bosphorus.
it is fake. It is not real.
That part is not real
Yeah.
about the ban on mining the resources.
Yeah. Mhm.
Amazing. Okay, that one's interesting.
Especially bore. I don't know how can I say bore in English.
Bore?
Yeah, I have.
Some ore under the
Yeah,
the
some more.
surface. Some metal under the
Mhm.
surface. Okay, got it. I think that such stories exist. Thinking of something here in Serbia, I remember when I was in elementary school, I read some news online that Serbia would join the Russian Federation as a republic. As
Mhm.
you may or may not know, Russia consists of multiple republics. That's why it's called the Russian Federation.
Mhm.
And I genuinely believed that we were going to become a part of Russia. Even though it's obviously incredibly ridiculous, but
Okay.
I just believed it. I was a child, I was naive. The
Mhm.
problem is, many people would still believe that if it popped up in their feed.
Yeah.
Would you watch a news channel that only reports positive stories?
Actually, I don't remember when was last time I was watching television. I'm following news on social media.
You follow the news on social media.
And in social media, you cannot decide what kind of news you will see,
Well, you can
positive or
try
negative.
to create a positive algorithm, right?
Yeah, but still, one of your friends can send a negative news.
Yes, they can definitely
It is out
say,
of my control, so
yeah, unfortunately, you can't truly take
yeah.
control of it.
Mhm.
I understand. The problem is, the reason why I added this question is that I think there were some experiments conducted where certain channels and
Mhm.
websites only posted positive news and their engagement dropped significantly as
Do you
people
think
were
it's
more
a kind
interested.
of brainwashing?
What? The fact that we don't enjoy the positive news?
Just posting positive news.
Well, sure, in a way that would be
Hmm.
sort of brainwashing because then you are forcing people to be positive. You're
Hmm.
not showing them the whole truth. However, nowadays I think we are being brainwashed in the opposite way. We are only shown the bad news, and that is not good either. I would
Hmm.
say that we should have more positive news. There are websites and pages dedicated to only bad news, and those are more popular than the ones showcasing positivity. In
Hmm.
Iran is barbarian. Okay, barbari bread. I googled it, and it's a traditional thick Persian flatbread known for its pillowy, airy, crumb, and
Hmm.
crispy golden brown crust. Ooh, it looks nice. I've had this bread. Have you had this bread? Oh, you can't see it, but I'm
I can't,
sorry.
unfortunately.
Guys, this looks delicious. I definitely would like to try. Looks familiar to something I've had, but I cannot say for 100%. Do you like it? Ismail, I believe that's your name. Please correct me if I'm wrong. In Mexico, the most popular bread is called bolillo, and we also eat a loaf of bread made from flour or wheat. Okay, understood. What is bolillo? Let's just Google it quickly. Bolillo, bolillo. Oh, it looks nice. It's like a small croissant. Again, people on stream can see it. Unfortunately, you can't.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry for that. But we will make corrections in the future. Yes, I believe that's the yes for your name, Ismail. So welcome. It's a pleasure to have a new face in the chat. I hope you are enjoying. If you have any questions about the vocabulary, grammar, or for me or my guest, feel free to ask. Here we have homemade bread called pane cafone made with sourdough starter. Wow, guys, you're gonna make my mouth water. Pane, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Cafone. What is that? Ah, I've seen this bread. It's the one that they usually put in books. This is how I imagine bread looks. This is the default bread, I would say. It looks healthy. It looks healthy and squishy. So I would like to have it. All right, Barush, back to you. Do you think the world is actually getting worse, or does the news just make it seem that way?
Actually, it is not getting worse. It is actually what really is. But
That's the real state.
I mean, because of social media, we can see more.
Yes. So because of the social media, we are exposed.
Accessibility is increased, so we can see more negative or positive news than before.
Especially the negative ones.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Here in Serbia, we used to have a communist regime back in the
Uh-huh.
second part of the 20th century. And one characteristic of such regimes is mass censorship. They wouldn't show any of the news. When a massacre would happen, they would just say, you know, oh, a water
Mhm.
pipe broke down. That's why the police and firefighters had to be
Yeah.
there to secure the area. And it would go completely unnoticed under the radar. Nowadays, there is a perhaps a slightly explicit expression here in Serbia. When
Mhm.
somebody farts in a nearby village, everybody knows it instantly, It's impossible to hide it.
Yeah.
It is true. And the final question, if your life today were a news headline, what would it be?
I think it's a really hard question.
Think about it.
Uh, I really don't know. I really don't know.
No, you have to come up with something. You need to give us a headline.
Maybe,
You see, global challenges
maybe
continue.
the second emerge of Flamingo. Not for, sorry. Marco Ringo. I did say.
We will need to cut this out.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
will need to cut
Marco
this
Ringo.
out. You are promoting my competition.
Yeah.
No, guys. Flamingo is a really nice website. I sometimes still open classes there. So
Yeah.
shout out to Flamingo. But Marcolingo is the place to be. I give free classes. That's the difference. You have to pay cash there.
Yeah.
Here, you just join, watch, listen, learn. And if you want to join as a guest student, you can email me at marcolingo.contact@gmail.com or send a DM on Instagram. So remember that. But what was the headline again?
The second emerge of Marco Ringo.
The second emergence.
Emergence, yeah.
Okay, the second emergence. Emergence of Marcolingo. But why emergence? Do you know what emergence means? To
Actually,
emerge?
I was trying to say emerge as a verb
Uh-huh.
and emergence as noun.
Yes,
Am I correct?
emergence is a noun. It means
Mm-hmm.
to come out. Sort of,
Yeah.
if
Mm-hmm.
there's a young player who is trying to
Yeah.
showcase their talents,
Yeah.
they are emerging. So
By
emerging
me.
countries are countries that are
Mm-hmm.
growing and showing off on the international stage. Aha.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then, emergence of Marcolingo would imply that, it's Marcolingo that's emerging.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe
Ah,
I initially failed and now I'm re-emerging. But you could say the
oh,
second emergence or the second appearance, let's say. The
okay.
second appearance on Marcolingo. Now, that is a pretty nice
Good.
headline. And what would you say about your second appearance? How do you feel about it?
I really enjoy about these courses, and I think I can see the third one.
Yes, you could see the third
Yeah.
appearance.
Yeah.
Guys, do you want to see Baruch for the third time? We are putting them to the test. Let's see if they are kind or not. Should we see the third appearance of Baruch? If you agree with that, write W's. If you don't, write L's. No. But jokes aside, Baruch, I really appreciate you stopping by. You were a great conversation partner, and we were
Thanks so
able
much.
to learn many new things together with you. So I am absolutely happy to have a student like you. Let's just wait to see if there are any final questions and if people are going to send W's to keep you on.
Thanks so
It
much.
reminds me of those reality show programs, where people have to watch who gets to stay. Have you ever watched any of those programs?
Do you know of Survivor?
Of
As a
course.
there's an elimination system
Mm-hmm.
in Survivor, and community votes who will just abandon the island
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the uh, elimination process.
Mm-hmm.
I can give you that as an example.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Survivor is one of the better reality programs as the competitors are actually forced to. I mean, they're put to a test. They have to go through some physical activities and they have
Yeah.
to put in some effort. Most modern reality shows consist of 30 strangers put in a house and seeing how they interact with one another. And most of the time it comes down to relationships, love triangles, that kind of drama, which is
Yeah.
a really cheap form of entertainment. Okay, but before we end the class, we could just analyze this picture on the right. What can you see in it?
There's a man who is reading newspaper, and all I see is positive vibes from the newspaper.
And what would be the positives? For example, positive stories, would it be a headline or would it be the title, the name of the magazine?
It's a name of the newspaper.
That's right. It's the name of the newspaper. And what would be the headline?
And community comes together.
Bingo. That's right.
Mhm.
And this is the picture on the cover or on the front page.
Yeah.
What is this?
And there's a checklist. What matters? I think it belongs to the man.
It belongs without its. It belongs to the man. Bingo.
And he checked all the rows, kindness, truth, hope, and action.
All the boxes. He checked all the
Boxes.
boxes. Kindness, truth, hope, action. So those are the important things in life. And what's next? Or what is that checklist on?
It's on a newspaper.
Well, a
It's on
stack
newspaper.
of
Stack of
newspapers, as there are
newspaper.
5 or 6 newspapers. So one newspaper, the plural is newspapers with an S at the end. And what's the title, the headline here?
Global challenges continue. And there is a strange cup, I think.
Or a mug, which looks
Mug.
larger than just a cup.
Stay informed.
So
I think it's
he's
strange.
trying to.
I think.
Well, it's a message to himself.
Yeah.
Sometimes people have those motivational messages
Yeah.
sort of printed. I think that's why. Okay, and what is the name of this part?
Kalp, I guess.
What did you
Maybe
say?
kalp is Turkish. I don't know.
Most likely Turkish. It is a handle. A handle.
Handle, okay.
That's right. It's a handle. Bingo. And finally, what is in the background? Something I always add.
And there is a plant.
And what is the name of that plant?
I don't know.
Me neither. But the important part is the container. The container is... What is the name of the container? The flower...
Pot.
That's right, bingo. A pot or a flower pot, more specifically.
Okay.
That's something I always need to ask. And actually, the final question for you, how much do you like canned fish?
How much do I like what?
Canned fish.
What does it mean?
So fish in the can. The fish that comes in a metal
Actually,
container.
I don't know what does that mean. My previous online lesson, and I see again that term. It's a kind of joke, I think. But I missed the context. So
No. It's not a joke. It's a serious question, a very important one. So when something is canned, it means it comes in a metal container. So
I know.
coming in a metal container.
Yeah, I know.
And you know what fish is, right?
Yeah, of course
So
I know.
canned fish is a type of food. So how much do you like it?
I would say 8 of 10.
8 out of 10. Okay.
of
Why? By that rating?
Because it is healthy and it is really critical to consume.
Yeah, it's critical. It's
Yeah.
important. It's important. And it is so convenient. You just open the can, you can eat straight out of it. You don't even need any plates. So I highly recommend you guys eat canned fish as much as possible. It will give you omega-3 fatty acids, and that's gonna help
Maybe
your
in
body.
future you can get a sponsorship with
That's my dream. I want to get a sponsorship from Adana Şalgam,
Yeah.
and I want a sponsorship from some canned fish brand.
Yeah.
That's the dream. So guys, stay tuned. And canned sardines, right? Yes, this community loves canned fish. We all do. Canned sardines or canned tuna? That's the final question, Barış.
Tuna.
Tuna.
Yeah.
What do you guys think in the chat? Canned tuna or canned sardines? Rania says canned sardines. I would say canned tuna. I'm on the same page. So on the same page means you agree with someone. I'm on the same page with Barış. Because sardines can sometimes taste a bit bland, a bit empty. There isn't as much flavor as in a good can of tuna. And I do love when the tuna comes in olive oil. When it's in its own sort of water, its own soak, it's not the
Mhm.
same. So, olive oil canned tuna, that's the pinnacle. That's the best, the top product. Magdalena says canned tuna, so I guess we can all agree that tuna is at
Yeah,
least slightly
better.
better. Canned tuna, no doubt, yes. So this is a
Yeah.
canned food and canned tuna community. But we also love people who like canned fish, pardon, canned sardines, canned mussels. You're all welcome as long as you like canned stuff. Folks, if there are no further questions, I'll wish you a good evening. It's not good night yet. It is only
Mhm.
9 p.m. for me in Serbia. Over there in Turkey, it's 10 p.m. Are you
Yeah.
going to sleep right now or
Maybe 2 hours later.
2 hours later, right? So
Mhm.
it's a good evening, good rest of the evening for all the
Mhm.
people in Europe and Africa. And for those of you in the Americas, have a great afternoon. Stay tuned. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Later.